Is your workspace truly a place that fuels your inspiration, or is it actually a quiet little mess that slowly drains your energy day after day? In Feng Shui, the workspace is believed to hold the key to your authority, influence, and prosperity. As we step into the year of the Fire Horse 2026, when fire energy becomes especially dominant, balance turns into a critical challenge for anyone who wants to break through and move ahead. Sometimes, all it takes is changing a painting, placing a small symbolic object on your desk, or shifting your sitting direction just a little, and you may start to notice your financial flow changing in surprising ways. In this video, I will show you how to tame the powerful energy of the year 2026 right from your workspace so that you can attract greater prosperity and financial luck. First, we need to clearly understand the energy of the Fire Horse year 2026. Once you grasp the overall energy pattern of this year, arranging your workspace becomes much easier and far more effective. The year 2026 carries very strong fire energy. Because of that, the rhythm of this year is often associated with speed, initiative, competition, and a strong desire to move ahead quickly. This type of energy can open the door to big opportunities, but it can also make people more impatient, more tense, and more easily exhausted if there is not enough balance. What makes this year especially interesting is that although both the heavenly stem and the earthly branch belong to the fire element, the elemental nature of the Fire Horse year is known as heavenly river water, which refers to rainwater falling from the sky. This is a unique type of water energy because it is not restricted by the earth element in the usual way. In other words, the ground cannot stop rain from falling from the sky. Instead, this rainwater nourishes all living things and softens the burning intensity created by the double fire energy of the year. Because of that, the Fire Horse year often feels extremely fast, intense, and full of movement. But at the same time, it still requires a certain level of softness, clarity of mind, and a sense of moderation. The stronger the yearly energy becomes, the more important it is for people to maintain clear judgment and inner stability. This year also falls within period 9 inches Feng Shui, a cycle in which the fire element plays a dominant role. During this period, factors such as personal image, technology, media influence, reputation, and the ability to spread ideas widely become increasingly important in professional life. That is why, when arranging your workspace in 2026, the key is to create harmony between the drive to move forward, brightness, and proactivity, while also maintaining a sense of calm, mental clarity, and sustainable energy. First, choosing the direction for your work desk. This is a factor that directly affects how you feel while working every day, from your level of concentration and mental clarity to the way you recognize and respond to opportunities in your career. A suitable sitting direction often helps the mind feel clearer, thoughts become more organized, and decisions feel more confident and steady. When sitting down to work, it is helpful to maintain a few basic spatial principles so that the seating position feels stable. Behind your back, there should ideally be a solid support, such as a wall or a filing cabinet, because this position often creates a sense of stability and support in your work. In front of you, it is better to have a moderate open space so that your view feels clear, your mind can think more flexibly, and the overall working atmosphere feels less tense. The desk should also be placed where you can see the door, but you should not sit directly in line with the door to avoid the feeling of energy flowing straight toward your body. Once your sitting position feels stable, we can start looking at which directions are worth prioritizing in 2026. Method 1. Choosing based on the Flying Star Feng Shui system. This year, the southeast becomes a particularly notable area because it receives the influence of the 9 purple star, an energy associated with breakthroughs, visibility, reputation, joy, and new opportunities. This direction is especially worth paying attention to for people working in business, sales, media, content creation, personal branding, or any profession that requires strong visibility and public presence. Simply keeping the southeast area bright, tidy, and lively can already make a noticeable difference. After the southeast, the east is another important direction because it receives the 8 white star. This direction is closely connected to money, tangible achievements, financial stability, and the ability to accumulate wealth. The southeast direction tends to open opportunities quickly, while the east helps maintain a steadier rhythm. It is especially suitable for people who focus on long-term development, nurturing customer relationships, building systems, working with clear plans, and maintaining a more stable cash flow over time. The north can still be useful this year because it receives the 6 white star, an energy connected with helpful mentors, authority, leadership ability, and opportunities for career advancement. However, this area also directly faces Tai Sui, the annual Grand Duke energy of the year, so it should be handled carefully. It is best to keep this area calm, clean, and undisturbed, avoiding drilling, construction work, or any strong physical disturbance. Meanwhile, the south is the direction that requires the most caution this year because it hosts both the 5 yellow star and the position of Tai Sui for the Firehorse year. This area should be kept as stable as possible. Try to avoid excessive heat, loud activity, or overly harsh lighting. It is also better to reduce dark red decorative elements or devices that constantly generate heat in this space. Method 2. Choosing based on your zodiac year. If we look at the zodiac group you belong to, the southeast direction works well for people born in the rat years, including 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, and 2008. It is also suitable for people born in the following zodiac combinations: Yi Ox, 1985, Jia Tiger, 1974, Rabbit, 1975, Geng Dragon, 1940, 2000, Jia Snake, 1965, Yi Snake, 2025, Jia Horse, 1954, 2014, Yi Goat, 1955, 2015, Shin Goat, 1931, 1991, Jia Monkey, 1944, 2004, Yi Roaster, 1945, 2005, Xin Roaster, 1981, Ya Doch, 1934, 1994, Geng Dog, 1970, and Yi Pig, 1935, 1995. This group of directions is especially suitable for people who want to expand opportunities, strengthen connections, and move their work forward more quickly. Next is the due east direction, which suits people born in Wu Tiger, 1938, 1998, Geng Tiger, 1950, 2010, Rabbit, 1951, 2011, Jia Dragon, 1964, 2024, Geng Horse, 1930, 1990, Geng Monkey, 1980, and Shin Pig, 1971. This direction tends to create a feeling of stability and endurance. It is very suitable for people who want to build long-term success, develop a solid foundation, maintain stable finances, and nurture results over time. The due west direction works well for people born in Ding Ox, 1937, 1997, Bing Tiger, 1926, 1986, Wu Dragon, 1928, 1988, Ding Snake, 1977, Bing Horse, 1966, Ding Goat, 1967, Bing Monkey, 1956, 2016, Ding Rooster, 1957, 2017, and Bing Dog, 1946, 2006. This group of directions often supports decisiveness, discipline, management ability, and a more structured working style. For those who need to tighten their workflow, manage money more carefully, or maintain a steady working rhythm, this direction is worth considering. Meanwhile, the due north direction suits people born in Rabbit, 1939, 1999, Bing Dragon, 1976, G Snake, 1929, 1989, Wu Horse, 1978, G Goat, 1979, Wu Monkey, 1968, G Rooster, 1969, Wu Dog, 1958, 2018, and G Pig, 1959, 2019. This direction leans toward calmness, depth of thought, concentration, and work that requires careful attention. The due south direction suits Ren Tiger, 1962, 2022, Shin Snake, 1941, 2001, and Gui Snake, 1953, 2013. The southwest direction works well for Rabbit, 1987, while the northwest direction suits Ding Pig, 1947, 2007. These directions are more specific to certain zodiac years, so when applying them, it is still important to prioritize the overall harmony of the workspace. Keep the area calm, moderately bright, and avoid placing too many items that create visual clutter. Second, the colors around your work desk. Many people see the colors around their desk simply as decoration. However, in Feng Shui, color is actually a very direct way of guiding and influencing energy. Each color tone represents a specific element, and when placed in a workspace, it can affect how energy gathers, flows, or disperses. The Firehorse year 2026 carries very strong fire energy, and at the same time, the earth element is also strengthened by the yearly cycle. Because of that, when arranging your desk area, it is better to prioritize colors that can reduce excessive fire energy, soften its intensity, and help stabilize the energy field around your workspace. Colors such as white, light gray, soft silver, and metallic tones are especially recommended this year. According to the 5-element system, these colors belong to the metal element. They help make the desk area feel cleaner, more organized, and energetically clearer, while also supporting precision and transparency in work. In a year dominated by strong fire energy, introducing a moderate amount of metal can help release excess heat in the energy field, making the workspace feel calmer, less chaotic, and easier for positive energy to gather. These colors also work well with the North sector in 2026, where the 6 white star arrives. Strengthening this area with white or metallic gold tones is often believed to enhance helpful people, supportive opportunities, and secondary financial luck. In addition, deep blue, navy blue, or black can be used as accent colors. In the 5-element system, these belong to the water element. In a year when fire energy is strong, water helps regulate the balance, soften the atmosphere, and slow down overly rushed energy around the desk. Used in moderation, These colors add depth to the layout and create a calmer energy field. They are particularly suitable for people whose work involves analysis, strategic thinking, financial management, or careful decision-making. However, watercolors should be used as accents rather than dominant tones, because too much of them in a workspace that requires active energy may make the overall atmosphere feel heavy or subdued. On the other hand, bright red, intense orange, vibrant pink, or very deep purple should be used more carefully in 2026, especially if they appear in large amounts directly on the desk. These colors all belong to the fire element. In the fire horse year, fire energy is already strong, so adding too much can easily make the energy field around the desk overly intense and unstable. This may lead to rushed work, impulsive decisions, or a lack of calm focus. This is especially important in the South sector in 2026, where the 5 yellow star arrives and overlaps with the Tai Sui position of the horse year. Because of that, this area should avoid becoming too hot, too bright, or overloaded with fire colors. For the most balanced setup, you can also choose colors based on your personal 5-element destiny. People with the metal element may feel more pressure during a strong fire year because fire weakens metal. In that case, it is helpful to increase earth colors, such as light yellow or earthy brown, because earth generates metal. At the same time, combine them with white, silver, or metallic tones to strengthen your core element. This combination provides stronger support for metal energy during a year when fire is dominant. People with the wood element should choose colors carefully in 2026. Because wood generates fire, strong fire energy may drain wood. Green can still be used, but it is better paired with black or deep blue, which belong to the water element. Water nourishes wood and helps restore balance, while overly strong red or orange should be limited. People with the water element should also be cautious during the fire horse year, since water and fire naturally clash. It is better to prioritize white, silver, or metallic tones, which belong to the metal element and help strengthen water energy. Blue and black can still be used, but combining them with white or light gray usually creates a more balanced look. People with the fire element often have strong momentum in this year. Red, orange, and pink can still appear in the workspace, but they should be balanced with light yellow or soft brown, which belong to the earth element. This helps transform strong fire energy into stability and practical results instead of rushed decisions. People with the earth element often benefit from this year because fire generates earth. Red, orange, and pink can help attract positive energy, while yellow and brown help stabilize achievements and strengthen the foundation of work. Third, Feng Shui items on the desk. One commonly used item is the Pi Shu, a symbol associated with attracting and protecting wealth. When placed on a desk, it should stay clean and face an open space or the door to symbolically receive prosperity. It should not be placed randomly on a cluttered desk, because a messy environment weakens its meaning. Another popular symbol is the 3-legged money toad. It is usually placed in the wealth corner or the diagonal corner from the door, rather than at the edge of the desk or surrounded by too many small objects. Wealth symbols often work better when the surrounding area remains neat and open. In addition, plants on your desk are a Feng Shui element that is highly recommended. Plants belong to the wood element, which helps bring fresh vitality and prevents the workspace from feeling dry or stagnant. Plants such as the ZZ plant or the money tree are often chosen because they symbolize attracting wealth, preserving prosperity, and encouraging the flow of growth and opportunity. Meanwhile, plants like the snake plant and the peace lily are often used to regulate the energy of the space, helping the workspace feel cleaner, more organized, and reducing the mixed energy produced by computers, phones, and other electronic devices. In 2026, simple metal items or white quartz crystals can also be helpful. Since the year carries strong fire energy, metal helps reduce excess heat and stabilize the energy around the desk. Even a small metal object or a single quartz crystal placed properly can help create balance. Finally, Feng Shui items on a desk should be few but well chosen. When everything is arranged neatly and in moderation, the workspace naturally feels brighter, calmer, and more supportive for work. Feng Shui for your work desk in 2026 is not about adding many decorative items. The key is creating a space where you feel grounded, think clearly, and maintain a steady working rhythm. The Fire Horse year carries strong energy. Opportunities may come quickly, but pressure can appear just as fast. When the desk direction, colors, and items are balanced, you create a stronger foundation for attracting prosperity and maintaining long-term results. If you feel something in your workspace is not quite right, or you are unsure about desk direction, colors, or Feng Shui items, feel free to leave your question in the comments below. I will read them and answer them in upcoming videos.